It's ugly old goat here, and I'm going to do something I've never done in the past. It's a little bit unprecedented, but we have something going on at Bitmex, which is unprecedented. And so I'm doing a live Zoom stream, and I want to invite anyone who is a Bitmex customer to join me in this Zoom. I also want to invite Arthur Hayes and anyone from Bitmex or Bitmex Research to join this. And what we want them to do is basically we want to address the article that I put up on uh, X or Twitter a few days ago, just before the rate change went into effect. And basically, are we sharing that now? Yeah. Basically, what I'm arguing is that this rate change is actually um, a rug pull, and it really threatens an exchange which I've grown to love, and I have the deepest respect for Arthur Hayes and the developers. In fact, if you see in the background there, I actually have some sculptures of the Bitcoin 4. You can see Arthur Hayes up there in the right-hand corner. So I'm not doing this in an through animosity, but because I love Bitcoin, I love the innovation. I have a deep respect for Arthur Hayes and those free market developers and innovators and entrepreneurs who developed the platform. It was a huge advance in markets, and basically, I'm here opening up the platform and doing this Zoom because I believe in a free market, and I believe in a free press, and I believe that free markets and a free press and open discussion will solve this issue. So basically, I'm going to read through the article. So, and again, I invite anyone that's listening to come and join this Zoom call. But on October 9th, 2024, this year, Bitmex announced a 2x plus, and again, that's conservative hike fee. Uh, uh, Billing, and then they promoted it and built it as simpler fees, bigger rewards, and that goes into effect on October 22nd, 2024 at 000 UTC time. But the real deal is that this is a rug pull that could threaten the very integrity of the exchange. I think it will threaten the very their token, BMEX. And the truth is that these fees are actually 2x higher, and the rewards are crappier. And so there's links here. You can see the upcoming BitMEX fees here. And again, I'm making these claims as a long-term supporter of BMEX. I have no axe to grind. Arthur Hayes and the other founders, they're true heroes in my book. And I supported them all along. You can read this article here, criminal indictment. Oh, incidentally, that article has never been converted to the website, Eddie. That goes to Medium, so we need to put that on the website, this one right here, so you know. Okay. And so you can see, actually, we did a bust of Arthur Hayes. There he is here. And the Bitcoin 4 are the recipients of the 2020 Bitcoin Standard Bearer Award. Uh, and so again, I do this because I love these guys and not because I'm trying to you know, hurt them or diss them. I want to, my intentions are honorable, but I'm very concerned about what is going on right now at Bitmex. And again, Bitmex was innovated by Arthur Hayes, and they became a premier derivative platform with an innovative fee structure. It was very simple back then, and they call this up here simple. Uh, uh, okay, yeah, the very simple fees, and yeah, but they weren't. They're not simple now, but originally they were very simple. They just had a rate of 0.075 if you're a taker and 0.025 if you're a maker, and it made no difference what size your account was. This was just simply the rate. It was flat rate, open to everyone, and it was a great rate. And the biggest thing was is if you were you actually got rewarded if you were a maker of the fees. And it did enable professional traders like me to structure their trading so they were being paid for providing for market liquidity through negative trading fees. And I outlined this in my book, which you can order here, and through this article, which again, I'm not going to go through all the links here, but here's the scatter study, and it showed that 7.6% of my profits during this a trading spree that was actually reported was be, through receiving funding and or getting being a market maker in the market. So that's not insignificant, and it's a big edge, for professional traders that know what they're doing. And these rates were in effect until Arthur and the crew got indicted by the feds. And then they launched this token in November, Bitmex token in 2022. There's a link to a white paper. And then after they launched it, they promoted uh, very favorable rates and discounts on January 2023. And you got refunds on withdrawal fees, you got trading discounts based on staking and volume, you got free withdrawal, staking rewards based on amount staked and volume. And they had other kinds of carnival type perks, which I think are totally worthless and really not professional. But that's on them. That's fine if they want to do it. Apparently, it brings in some kind of a clientele. And again, this link I think is still active, but if not, we did copy the old rates from January 23. And here's the chart of the Bitmex token, and you can see that, of course, when it was issued back here and when they were doing this promotion, the Bitmex token was selling between 47 and 97 cents. And so I bought it here because I wanted the lower rates. And of course, I was very much opposed to this. I said, what happens is I wrote it about it at the time. The problem is they tied their fee to structure to their token. Okay. And that locks them in to that fee structure for those that buy the token based on this promise. Of course, the token has declined from its peak. It's lost about 90% of its value. And I made no secret of my disdain. I said, you guys don't do this. And I said, here's the problem. You can read this article here. And then I did a follow-up article here, what's going on at Bitmex. Well, finally, reality hit home, and they did what I feared they would do. And again, this is a rug pull. If it's not a rug pull, hey, Arthur Hayes or anyone from Bitmex, you're welcome to get on this live stream and explain to us why it is not. Basically, their only explanation so far, well, it's in the terms of service that we can change the rates whenever you want. You know what? I agree with that. That's what you had before. When you had the original rates, it was available to everyone. There was no secret about it. It was a great rate for the large or small traders. It was very fair because it didn't matter what size trader you were. They were available if you knew how to use them and optimize them. If you could learn how to become a market maker rather than a taker, then you could actually get paid for using the platform. And they can change those rates at any time, and they did. But then they reintroduced the rates, favorable rates, but this time they tied them to a token, the Bitmex token. And the problem was once you tie your fee structure to a token, you are obligated to make good on those. Now they're saying, no, we can change it at any time. Well, I agree. You can change your rates at any time, but I think it's very questionable whether these terms of service can apply to those who bought the token and stake the token based on the promotion that here are the rates. And so please explain to me how this is not a rug pull for all those who were Bitmex believers. I have no problems with them changing their rates, but they should be changed for any new client that comes in. We bought these tokens and we staked them with the promotion of these old rates. So how is this not a rug pull? Now, I'm not going to go into legal aspects of it. That's up to lawyers. Again, what they're hiding behind right now is what's our terms of service. We can change the rates anytime you want. That's never been the issue. I agree. You can change the rates anytime you want. You didn't have to, you changed the rates when there were 0.075 for taker and a negative 0.25. You're free to change those rates. The issue here is they tied a shit coin token to it. Now, this is the whole problem. This is why shit coins are shit coins. And if we're going to promote these shit coins, we need to not have shit coins, and we need to turn these shit coins into Shinola coins. And the way you do that is you honor your obligations. All right, so that is the argument that I have going here. Again, this morning I decided to do this live stream because this morning I got on the chat and they banned me for even asking the question. And again, the question is very simple. Why is this not a rug pull? And I think that Arthur Hayes needs to get on. And I mean, he has a whole research team. I read the research, does some great stuff. In fact, they just came out with a great analysis on Michael Saylor's company. And so they certainly can do a research on their own offerings and explain to us why this is not a rug pull. Again, I'm not going into the legal issues. I don't believe in that. I believe in a free market, a free expression, and the very fact that we're addressing this, and it doesn't look good because they're running away from it. They do not want to address this issue. I notice I'm getting some comments here on, let's see what I've got here, if there's any notifications here. All right. All right. Just more going on. So this thing's going to heat up. And so that's why I wanted to create this uh, that's why I wanted to create this Zoom call. I want to invite any Bitmex customers to get on, and so we can discuss this thing. Also invite Arthur Hayes or anyone else that wants to get on and discuss. Again, it's a very simple question. Why is this rate change not a rug pull for all those people that purchased the Bitmex token with with published rates, with no we're not arguing that you can't change the rates, but how can you change the rates for those who have already purchased and staked the token? This is the center piece of this article and the argument. Again, if what they've done, it's like having airline miles and then that are worth $1, and now all of a sudden they're worth 50 cents. And the problem is, again, I've documented everything that's going on here. And the issue is, again, why is this not a rug pull? All right. And I'm going to go through some of my other tweets. As you can see, we created this little thing here. Again, we're not here to disparage Bitmex. We're trying to improve the platform. We want to make Bitmex great again. We made this little hat to show you that, but we're waiting for you, Arthur. We're waiting for you, Bitmex Research. We're waiting for you at Bitmex to explain to us why you're not rug pulling on all your old clients. I certainly feel that that's what it is. I think the evidence certainly shows that that's what it is. I'm not going to argue that you can't do what you're doing. Legally, I'm saying, well, what you do, if you do what you're doing, if you follow through with this, it is a rug pull, and it is it's an immoral thing, and basically you're going to undermine all the credibility that you've built up over the years. You confirm that you created a shit coin, and it is a shit coin because you can change the rules at any time. And we're not saying that you can't change the offer, but we are saying that what you've offered to people in the past, that terms of service it does not apply. I think you're reading into something that a lot of people, that you certainly didn't make that clear. Again, I tried to raise this issue in-house with their own troll box and this morning, and I got banned. I sent countless emails to support, and they said, well, they're going to address the issue. But in the meantime, these rates are going to stay. These are the rates. We're not going to change them. And it's all based on the terms of service. So if that's your position, then what I think is reasonable for you to do is explain why this is not a rug pull. Again, if you want to continue with these shitcoins, if you really want to turn shitcoins into something that has value, when you promise something that's tied to that Bitcoin, tied to that shitcoin, tied to that token that you created, then you have to honor that. And that's what integrity is about. So, and again, there's this is the issue. All right. All right. Let's go back to, okay. All right. So this is, again, this is, oh, where's the article? Is it not pinned still? Oh, there it is. Okay. So here we are. This is the live stream. This is the article that we're talking about here. So guys, I do encourage anyone, if you're listening and you're a Bitmex customer and you want to put in your 2 cents worth, please feel free to get on and talk with me. Give me your thoughts on this, and let's see if we can get some answers from those who have collectively made this decision. All right. And okay. Oh, I want to do. Okay. So we can go hit some of these okay, we'll go look at here let's see if this is link is still okay. They still have it on. These are these are the January 4th. Uh this is the promotion that they started in January 23rd. This is how they promoted. You need to buy our tokens, and here's the sliding scale rates. You had to buy so many tokens, 50,000. I actually was, for most of the time, I was either 50,000 or 100,000 tokens and got these rates. And so basically, and then they had some special rates. For example, if you traded the Bitcoin USDT token, they gave you even a more special rate. So I started trading that. And here again, we bought the token based on these rates, and very good rates. And so even though I didn't want the token, I was forced to buy this token to get these rates. That's basically and so I bit the bullet, didn't want the token, but okay, I want these rates. And now they did a rug pull saying, well, the terms of service says we can change them anytime we want. Well, I agree. You can change whenever you want. You can change the rates, but not to those who've already bought the token. You tied these rates to the BMX token. Now, you explain to me why this is not a rug pull, because everybody that bought these tokens and staked them and took that loss to get this benefit, you are now devaluing their stake even more. And this is what borders on again, we don't want to call it a fraud. We'll call it a scam. It definitely is a scam unless it's corrected. Here are the new rates. And again, they don't even have this together. Let's go back to the article. Let's see. How do I go back here? How do I go back to the previous page? This one? This one? No.
Stop share.
I don't know. The top what?
Stop share. Stop share. Stop
Oh.
share.
Okay.
Now choose share.
Okay. How do I go back to the article?
X.
Okay. All right. So that's they're the old fees. Okay. And let's go look at the new ones. In fact, the new ones are just okay. Well, that's on. I don't need to do this. It's on here. The new fees are on this thing. I can do it this way. All right. So here are the new fees. And they call these simpler and bigger rewards. Okay. All right. This one, this one, this one. Okay. All right. So these are the new fees. And again, as you can see, they've been raised substantially. And unless you have 100,000 stake now, you're paying these rates here, which is, uh, basically it's at 0.5% in and out, and they've raised these rates. Again, this one was a negative here before, and this was like 0.3. So it's a huge increase in rates with the same amount staking. And it just basically they've just they're probably going to crash their own token because and then this doesn't even make sense. If I go to my own, if I go to they have these different levels, but on my account, again, these are on the Twitter that shows that I'm a level 7. There is no level 7. And these are not levels, these are VIPs now. So their levels are gone. I used to be 11 level 7, but now I'm a VIP 1. But my account does not reflect that. My account shows I'm still a level 7. So this is really, it is a they don't know, they don't even know what they're doing. If you want to know the truth, they don't have this thing together at all, and they're claiming they can make any changes they want, to those that purchased and staked their token based on their advertised promoted rates. And this is why it's a rug pull. All right. Oh, okay. What? Okay. I don't understand this. That's why you need to run it for me. All right. So can you see if Hurley wants to jump on this thing so we can discuss it? Or okay. Can you send him a message? I don't have the okay. All right. Well, I started this thing. Hopefully, I'll get other people to get on and we'll make this grow. I just plan on keeping it on until hopefully Bitmex addresses the issue. I've invited them to. We're not here hostile. We're not here trying to badmouth Bitmex. We just want an explanation right now why this is not a rug pull. And if it is, if you agree with us as the rug pull, then you should agree with us and you need to stop it right now. Okay. And all right. Hopefully I have a couple years coming on here. So what am I sharing now, Eddie?
Don't ever do that.
I don't know what I close what. I can't find it. So this is the new fee structure. All right. And it makes no sense to me. Again, I have 100,000 stakes, so this is why I'm under. But uh, and how do I need to stop share? Okay, now I'm back to here, right? And now how do I do? I need to do a new share.
That's why I moved the ball.
Can you put it back on the article? I just don't get it.
Here, you can tell me what you want to share.
I don't know, Eddie. Just put it back to where it was. Can you? Because I don't know.
It's right here. All you have to do is click.
Oh, okay. Well, whenever I click, you say I do it wrong. All right. All right. Okay. Again, what's up for discussion? Let's see if I have any of these. No. Okay. All right. So the question we're addressing, and we're doing it on a public forum, is why this rate change in at Bitmex is not a rug pull. Again, I'm waiting for an answer. They promise that they're going to answer me, but there is no answer. Right now, their support team is hiding behind the terms of service.
Hit the blue
Okay.
early zone.
Oh, okay. Hurley. Toby. Hello, Toby.
Hello, hello.
Oh, there you are. Good. Well, you're my first participant. Hopefully, we'll get others on this. Again, what I've decided to do, I don't know if you kept up or not, but I was trying to address what I considered to be this rug pull at Bitmex on their chat group, and they banned me rather than allow me to ask the questions. And so I've decided that this is heating up. They don't want to address the issue, but the issue is quite simple. And I think Arthur Hayes and Bitmex and their research team need to explain to us why this is not a rug pull. I made it very clear in the article that I posted on X that this that they promoted their token, and they promoted us to purchase and stake their token uh, uh, very aggressively for the past year and a half. They started very aggressively back in January 4th of 2023 when the token was trading between 50 cents and 90 cents. Of course, it's lost about 90% of its value from its peak. And now they've decided to change their rates, which is fine. They have a right to do that. But the question is, do they have a right to do that when people have purchased their token, the BMX token, under another rate? That the problem is they tied their shit token to their rate fee structure. And now the question is, why is this not a rug pull? And I'm not going to argue over the legality of it. Right now, they're hiding under the terms of service to say they can change fees all they want. And I agree with that. They can, but I do think it's questionable whether they can change it for those that have purchased with a different rate fee, that those rate fees should continue to be honored. What are your thoughts on this? You're a successful Bitmex user, and I noticed that there's other people that are having thoughts. So we didn't have the discussion, and I've invited Arthur Hayes and anyone from Bitmex to get on and to talk about this with us. I'm not doing this because I hate Bitmex. I love Bitmex, and I believe in in self-regulation, and a free press and a free market is what makes self-regulation work. And so this is a very important issue that needs to be addressed. I'm very disappointed that just me raising the question got me banned from the chat on the Bitmex website.
Oh no, if they banned you, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I decided to do this. I said, you know what? They don't want to address this thing. They're trying to run from us. And so I'm creating a form. Here I am, ask my questions. Now they have promised through emails that they're going to address this. But I also got, well, we're not going to change it. These are the rate changes, and it's based on our terms of service, which, okay. Then explain to us how this is not a rug pull. I don't want to go into the legal issues of what terms of service are because all these people say, well, the terms of service means we can do anything we want. Well, I don't think that's true when you promote something and say, well, purchase our token and you're going to get these rates. And then you change the rates, and I think it's fine if they change the rates, but they can't change the rates on those that purchase the token at the old rates. That's like having airline miles, and the airline says, well, your airline dollars are now worth 50 cents. And that's basically what they're doing, which is it's a rug pull.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm 100% agreeing with you.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I think there's other people that here are too. I don't know. Again, I think it's significant because crypto is not going to go away, but the idea of making of the reason shit coins are called shit coins are for exactly this reason. So if you want your token not to be considered a shit coin, then you need to honor the agreements that you sell your token under. And I don't think that that's covered under the terms of service. I don't think the terms, it was never said, well, we can change this on you tomorrow and too bad, so sad. No, it was never promoted that way. Yes, there's that little phrase in the terms of service, we can change our rates anytime we like. Agreed, you can. But that's not the issue. The issue is, can you change the rates for those who have already purchased your token? The problem is they tied their rate structure to the token, and now they have to live by it. I warned them not to do it. This is a bad thing to do, and I feared that they might pull something like this. And if they do, they're going to destroy their own reputation and probably destroy the exchange in the process. Whereas if they honor their agreement, if they honor, well, yeah, you bought these tokens with the understanding that you have these rates, and because you did that, we will continue to honor those rates. But they're not, that's not what they're doing. And so the question is very simple to the Bitmex research team, to their developers, and especially to Arthur Hayes, because I think one of the problems is that, Arthur Hayes is kind of, he's still there, but not there. He's not minding the store like he used to. So hopefully when he sees this, he'll see the very obvious problem. I know that there's a problem. I know they see it, and it's not time to ignore it, but it's time to address it. And I really think it could be another step in innovation of saying, hey, a shitcoin doesn't have to be a shitcoin. If you have integrity, if you stand behind the promises of your token, then that's a legitimate coin. The fact that they've changed the rates on those of us who have bought their token and staked it. I mean, they not only doubled our rates by more. I noticed they reduced the reward fee. We're at 5%. We used to be at 10% or 8% if you're 50.
10%, yeah.
10%. And so
also something that I found interesting, which I didn't even know, but when I read I think it's called a light paper, but it's basically where they outline the token. One of the goals was to have the Bitmex token as collateral for your margin.
Exactly. And I told them that too. That's one thing I've encouraged. There's ways to make it much better, and they can actually make it into a Shinola coin instead of a shit coin. One of the ways that they can do that is actually create a pair of deliverable, whereas if you're staking, they can do a perpetual Bitmex token that you can hedge it. So you can sell it and you can hedge yourself. It's a fully collateralized hedge because you have the token. If they offered that feature where you could actually, sell a perpetual do it every 14 days. So because that's basically, you can unstake, you got to stake it for 14 days and you can unstake. And that way you can hedge your tokens instead of to protect against a price drop. And the fact that we have them on the exchange, they're fully collateralized. You shouldn't need anything, put up anything, except that you show that you have them staked. That would be a huge innovation. That would give tremendous value to token holders, because then you can protect yourself against the price swings. So,
yeah, but what I was trying to say is I think when you read the white paper, then they have a lot of, like, initially they had a lot of promises and they had a lot of good ideas. But then if you look at their timeline, that was already supposed to be implemented in 2022. And now we're end of 2024.
Let's
and
go look at the white paper.
isn't
I have it on there.
implemented.
Yeah, let me pull up the white paper and we'll read it together. All right. Can you go back to the article? Go back to the article. There you go. And scroll down. And it says light paper. Hit that and we'll go read it. Light paper right there. See it? All right. Now share that. All right. I'm pulling that up, Hurley, and let's go read this together. I missed what you're talking about. Let's go see what you're talking about. Again, we just want Bitmex to live up to their promises. Let's have BMEX be a Shinola coin and not a shit coin. All right, so let's go read this through together. Crypto will conquer. Are we sharing that now? Okay. We know this because the way we transact and interact has already fundamentally shifted the world. The world is moving from analog to digital, and crypto is at the core of this evolution. We believe the pace of innovation and adoption will accelerate over the current decade, soon crossing the 10 trillion value in crypto assets traded globally every day. The companies who understand this and marshal their resources accordingly will grow into the new powerhouses. Boy, I agree with all that. Okay, we're building Bitmex to be a cornerstone in the crypto economy's infrastructure, your gateway and identity in the crypto universe, offering the best systems and tools you need to access, manage, and grow your investments. All agreed, yes. This will make Bitmex one of the powerhouses in crypto. Bitmex is the token for true believers, and I'm a true believer. I'm not a believer in their token for the reasons I've written about, but okay, I like the rates, and I believed in what they're telling me, so I purchased the token. And this is a new paradigm and the fuel we will use to grow the Bitmex ecosystem. It's your access, a key to privileges across the crypto universe. Okay. The second version of our light paper continues to outline the vision, attributes, and benefits of the Bitmex token. Thanks for taking a look. So let's scroll down. Okay, utility and benefits. Crypto investors demand convenience, performance, and the freedom to choose a platform that best suits their needs. We want to be the first choice, and we want you to be too. We're behind you, Bitmex. I'm a longtime supporter, and are pursuing an aggressive expansion strategy that will see us launch a range of new products and features to satisfy this demand. The BMEX token will be at the core of the Bitmex ecosystem, and BMEX holders can enjoy benefits such as trading fee discounts and preferential rates on our derivatives and Bitmex spot exchange, withdrawal fee reimbursement, easy access to new products, participation in IEOs on Bitmex spots. I don't know what IEOs are. Is that new shitcoin offerings? Probably so. I don't know. Increase, huh? What is it? You know what IEOs is?
No.
I don't either. Increased staking rewards on Bitmex Earn. Okay. Exclusive privileges and experiences such as early product access, swag, and tickets to sporting events, which I could care less about. VIP service on large token holders. Okay. As BMEX ecosystem grows, quarterly burning of Bitmex tokens. Have they done any burning yet? Do you know anything about their burning?
No, I've not heard of any burns. No.
Yeah, I don't know that they've done any of that. Okay. Token allocation, and here it is. Bitmex is an ERC20 token, which is bad by itself, with a maximum supply of 450 million tokens minted at once, invested over a period of 5 years. The vast majority of Bitmex will be spent to reward our users and grow the Bitmex ecosystem with new products and partners. Okay. 2022 token issuance, 2 phases. Again, I think, yeah, I remember they did the airdrop first. They did the trade, and they earned they gave, because you had an account, you got some free of their tokens. And then they launched in 2022. I don't think they launched until November 2023. I'm not sure. Okay, scroll down. Let's look at the next page. Radical ideas often have humble beginnings. Let me get my coffee. That's true for crypto and true for Bitmex. Bitmex was born out of a notion to bring analog financial services into a purely digital space. Early on, we found great success by building a new type of exchange that transcended the traditional finance paradigm. I agree. It absolutely was phenomenal, groundbreaking, transformational, innovative. Bitmex was the leading, they led the way as far as futures markets and derivatives. Bitmex then invented the perpetual swap. Again, yes, they certainly did. And finally, the 24/7 crypto market had a derivatives product tailored for it. This gave investors powerful leverage, limited liability, and flexibility. Yes, all of these things are true. The perpetual swap grew into the most traded crypto product of all time. Proliferated on other exchanges and changed the way the world traded crypto forever. We grew it at breakneck pace as a result, and used our resources to grow our product offering, invest in our technical trading infrastructure, and enhance our security, which again, they have excellent security. They which stands a cut above our competitors. They really had great security. In fact, you could only withdraw beginning once a day, which I thought was very good. They didn't have any.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and it was very, very good. Now it's much quicker, but that's not that was, and because they're coming more and more like a bank than as well as an exchange. All of this happened at a time when the usefulness of crypto was being called into question. The single biggest mistake that observers of crypto made was underestimating not only crypto's utility, but its scope for future growth. The same can be said for Bitmex. As an early pioneer, founded when Bitcoin was trading at only a few $100s, we understand the journey we're on. By rapidly expanding our services and capabilities, we are positioning ourselves to be at the center of this monumental shift from analog financial services to digital ones. We are not done innovating. Success requires a belief in the cause. Yes, and I believe in Bitmex has a wonderful past. They groundbreaking in so many ways. And so it requires a belief in the cause, which I believed in. I hated to see their token, but you know what? They offered me a great rate. I said, okay, I'll bite, and I will do whatever is necessary to advance it. And I think if you want to advance it, you need to honor the rates that you sold your BMX token to. You tied your rate structure to that token. And you can't just say, well, terms of service says we can change anything. Yes, you can change the rate, but can you change it to those who've already purchased the token based on those promised rates that you advertise for, almost 2 years, over a year and a half? In early 2021, we began transforming Bitmex from a leading derivatives exchange to a crypto investment platform with broad offerings for individual and institutional clients. It began with new fiat on-ramps, a broader set of margin currencies, and new savings products. In May 22, we launched the Bitmex Spot Exchange with plans to soon expand into crypto lending and social trading offerings and Web 3.0 offerings.
I think their spot exchange was a complete failure
Yeah.
because the volumes there. I've also tried doing a few trades there just to convert to USDT.
Uh-huh.
It's
The spot,
pathetic.
yeah.
There.
Yeah, I've never used their spot exchange, like, and they're going to have failures. I don't expect everything to be a success. That's not the issue here. And you have to, if you're going to, grow, you're going to make mistakes. Driven by amazing innovation at all levels, including DeFi, crypto is moving faster than ever. At Bitmex, the best ideas win, regardless of where they come from. As different spheres of crypto evolve, we want to integrate the best products and technology with our platform to make the experience easy, performant, and convenient for users. Okay, great. The Bitmex token is the fuel for growth in the Bitmex ecosystem and brings unique benefits to users such as fee discounts, higher staking yields, and exclusive privileges, all described in the following sections of the slide paper. What next for Bitmex? Through innovation, engineering, and product development, Bitmex will be giving millions of crypto investors who believe in democratized and global crypto market the tools used by professional money managers. Yes, I agree that they've done that. We're building a true crypto investment ecosystem of which trading is just one of the many capabilities. Currently, Bitmex users can already trade spot and derivatives, earn yield on their crypto, and have their assets stored safely. But we know that crypto is still growing, and much of the infrastructure that will enable it to be all-encompassing, democratic, and more user-friendly has yet to be built. Agreed completely. Bitmex Spot. Shaped by the needs of the traders, our spot exchange arrived in May 2022, delivering a new intuitive interface and trading experience. Bitmex users can now buy, sell, and trade some of the most popular tokens for spot trading. Bitmex Spot launched with 7 trading pairs, with more added through 2022. Here's a preview of what's also in store in the short and medium run. Brokerage. Our brokerage services will facilitate white glove services such as over-the-counter, principal trading, agency trading, direct market access, algorithmic order execution, and more. Staking and lending, collateralized by crypto and other token assets. Is that what you were looking at?
I don't know if it's further down. They'll
Okay,
detail it.
safe and easy banking bridges to ease the movement of assets and the crypto use and crypto to pay for everyday things. Okay, here it is. Bitmex token and utility and features. Here we go. As we grow our ecosystem with newly developed products or through acquisition, Bitmex will continue to expand its utility. For starters, here's what holding Bitmex offers on bitmex.com. Number 1, trading fee discounts. Holders of Bitmex tokens will be entitled to lower trading fees on our derivatives and order book spot exchange. The detailed account schedule can be found here. Let's go see what, now if they go to the new one or the old one, let's see where this goes. Okay. Let's see where it goes. See if this goes in the new or the old one. Okay, they're going to all they did, guys, you need I'm going to close this. All they did was, how do I close this? Here. All they did was switch. I didn't get rid of it. This one? No. How do I go back? Hit this one? Oh, okay. Okay. So all they did here, guys, was this link used to go to the fees that of January 4th, 2023. So now they've changed it to the new links, but okay, that's fine. People that are buying this thing buying the token get these new rates. That's not the issue. The issue is when we bought it, it linked to a different rate. And we bought these tokens with that understanding. You can't just change the rates and not have affect the token holders. And so here's the issue. Yes, under the terms of service, you can change these rates, but for any new purchaser, but can you change it for those who bought the token with the understanding of the other rates? That's the issue here. How is this not a rug pull? Here's where the rug pull happened, guys, right here. Where it says here, there's the rug pull. They just changed the rug. We didn't buy the tokens on this rate. We bought the token on another published rate, and that's what needs to be honored. Fee reimbursement and withdrawals. Holders of Bitmex tokens from reimbursement of their withdrawal fees. The detailed reimbursement schedule and minimum amount of Bitmex required can be found here. Let's see where we go. See if it goes to the new or the old. Okay. Yep, this is all, again, they changed it.
After you addressed it.
Now, here they go again. All right. So here's where we're seeing, here's where we see the scammy rug pull. This one. Okay. So we hit this here and we hit, where's the other here? Oh, there, and we have other page we hit. Every time we hit one of these here's, they've changed it. Okay. Oh, here, this here and this here, both of them have been this here and this here. You can see where the rug pull has happened. Again, we did not purchase the BMEX token with these published rates. Now, anybody new purchasing their token get these rates, but we purchased it under your other rates. So your terms of service aren't just arbitrary. You tied your Bitmex token to the other rates. And you know what? Why is this not a rug pull? I'm not going to go into legality. I don't want to sue you. I just want you to honor your obligation, Arthur Hayes and Bitmex. This is a rug pull. This is a rug pull. Please explain to us how it is not a rug pull. It's a very honest question. You're invited to get on. You have the link. I know you're seeing this. Get on and tell us why what you're doing here on your BMEX token is not a scam, why it is not a rug pull. Okay, Bitmex privileges experience community access and merchandise. Token holders will be granted exclusive privileges, experiences, and merchandise. The more Bitmex you hold, the better the benefits. Well, that's what we thought. But then all of a sudden, you pulled the rug on us. All right, Bitmex earned benefits. Bitmex token holders enjoy increased staking rewards for their Bitmex earn locked deposits. More details can be found on the Bitmex earn product page. Okay. Coming Q2 2022 and beyond, Bitmex token holders will enjoy early access to new products as well as preferred terms for up and coming services such as IEOs on our spot market or lending rates. Token burn to drive the growth of Bitmex ecosystem. Bitmex intends to burn Bitmex tokens every month. I don't know that they've done that at all to create continuous utility environment for holders. The burn levers and amount of Bitmex tokens will be informed here. Well, let's go see. I don't think they've done any of this. Let's open this up. Help me out here, Eddie. I'm doing it because I don't know how to go back. Okay. All right. I don't see, this is the same old thing. I don't see anything on burning. They just kind of, I don't see anything on burning. Looks like they've eliminated. They promised burning, but now it's just kind of no information on any burning. All right, how do I go back?
One more.
This one?
No.
All right. All right. So Bitcoin token as collateral. Absolutely. This is a great feature if they would implement it. This is what I've been saying. If we could use Bitmex token as collateral on the Bitmex perpetual swap, then we could actually hedge we're legitimate hedgers, and we can hedge our staked token, and they could have, it doesn't even have to be perpetual, or it could be a for, because you have to tie up your Bitmex for 14 days. They could have a perpetual 14-day delivery. And so you could time, people can actually, rather than buy the token through their conversion, through the exchange itself and through the company that's selling them, we actually now have a peer-to-peer way to buy the Bitmex token. And that would have liquidity, because you have you have a commercial use for it. Those that are holding, you actually those that are holding the token can actually hedge them and use them as collateral. They don't have to put up Bitcoin to sell them. They just need to pledge the Bitmex that's already used for staking. With the implementation of multi-coin margin on Bitmex platform, coming in Q3 2022, this hasn't happened. Bitmex can be used as collateral for trading. Okay. Where's this happened? This has not happened. Have you seen it happen, Toby?
No, no, I have not seen it.
Okay. When ready, we intend to extend this usage to our leading lending and brokerage services. All right. So
I think the reason why that doesn't work is because when the traders will get wrecked, then it'll put too much sell pressure on the token. Because if that's their margin, then they have to liquidate the margin to cover the wreck traders.
right, but the whole point is, as long as it's a deliverable contract, and as long as we're legitimate hedgers, it's there. It's not like, yeah, I agree that can happen, but that's not the issue. The issue is, it's a deliverable contract, and so, but I mean, this is something that they were looking into, something that they want to do, something that they should do. I think it's something that they can do with the token that would make it truly a useful token. Because if you can hedge, I didn't want the token. I wanted the lower rates, and I bought the token based on those lower rates. And now they've changed the rates on me, which is a rate, basically a rug pull. And this whole website just shows it. They had to change here because the token is a totally different token now than what it has been promoted for the last year and a half. And
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is fine that they can change the token, that, I mean, they can change their rates, but they can't change it for those that have purchased their token based on those rates. That's where the question is. They're interpreting the terms of service that we can change anything we want whenever we want. And I don't think that's implied. I think they're pushing the string on that. And if they do it, it's a rug pull. There's no other way. It's a scam. It is a scam. Okay, Bitcoin token allocation. The maximum supply of 450 million BMEX tokens was minted and is locked in a vested contract. Okay, and they're ERC tokens. Okay, and I'm not going to go to, do you want to go to these links or not?
Right.
Well, I don't know. They'll say much, I pretty much know what it is. Let's go look at what they're saying here. Airdrops and launch, vesting schedule. Using for the launching airdrops, new user acquisition campaigns, and private sale. Product liability. Okay. I don't know what that is. 20% on employee incentives, 30% on eco growth, and 25% on long-term reserves. Okay. The vesting schedule is the technical vesting of the smart contract and does not include further contractual vesting. For example, employee benefits or investors that agreed to additional lockup investing times. Okay. Do you understand this? I really don't.
Well, I think that's what like circulating supply. So like the amount of the total supply that's it's circulating.
Okay.
My question is because they do have a burn feature. Why do they never, or I've not found any place where it shows that any token has been burned. Because burning the tokens actually reduces the supply. I think
Right.
that was one of the reasons why the Binance token was so successful.
Right. And the Binance token has been very successful, but they used it to actually finance their exchange, but they did burn it, and the benefits continued. I mean, I just feel like Bitmex is completely lost, and they're going to lose. They're going to lose my support if they pull off this rug pull. I didn't like it that they offered the token, and I gave all kinds of caveats to people. I said, well, if you want good rates, here's what you have to do. I don't recommend that, I hate buying this token, but you have to buy it if you want those rates. And so now the issue has come. They did a rug pull, and they're hiding behind, well, terms of service says we can change it anytime we want. Well, we agree with that. You can change the rates, but you didn't need a token to do that. But since you tied it to a token, you can't change the rate on the token purchasers and stakers. We bought it based on not the here rates, but the rates that you told us back in starting in January 4th, 2023. So this fee change is nothing but a scam, and it's a rug pull, and they're screwing all the people that really have supported Bitmex for all these years. Okay, so here's the legal disclaimer. This light paper is provided for your information and does not constitute investment advice. It should also not be construed as an offer, solicitation, or invitation to earn or purchase, when available, BMEX tokens. Well, okay, maybe this wasn't, but your promotions definitely promoted it. Unless otherwise stated, capitalized terms users have the same meaning ascribed to them as in the terms of service. Under no circumstance should Bitmex tokens be considered an investment. Okay, we never considered them as an investment. What we did is we considered them as a way to get reduced fees that you published and promoted. We didn't want to invest in your coin. We purchased it because you promised us a certain rate that you now have changed. And that is a rug pull. If you purchase BMEX tokens for whatever reasons, neither HDR Global Trading Limited or Group is liable for any refunds or exchanges of your purchase. The prices of tokens can be highly volatile. Okay, we get that. You are recommended to consult legal, financial, tax, and other professional advisors and experts to further guidance before you decide to earn and purchase Bitmex tokens. Okay, so Bitmex tokens are functional utility tokens designed for use on bitmex.com. Exactly. We bought them with the idea that they are functional utility tokens. We bought them because you promoted it at a certain rate. I mean, the biggest feature is the negative market maker rate. And you changed that rate on us. You pulled the rug out from under us. So we didn't buy this as an investment. We bought it for the rates that you promoted to us. Okay. And now you're not honoring those rates. That is a rug pull. Show me how it isn't, Arthur. Show me how this is not it's not a rug pull. Show me how this is not a scam. In fact, it's more than a scam. I'm not going to use the word, but it is more than a scam, and this needs to be fixed. You can't do this. This kind of crap is on all these shit coins, and the whole thing is if you promote your shit coin and it's tied to a fee structure, then those fee structures need to be honored. You can't just change the fee structure. That is what is a rug pull. Bitmex tokens are not shares, bonds, units in a collective investment scheme. Agreed. All this was an instrument to get basically coupons to get lower trading fees. An agreement, you buy these and you'll get these rates. Securities or other instruments commonly known as securities of any type. BMEX tokens are merely a means by which you may be able to utilize certain services or features on the bit. Exactly. That's what we did. We utilized the fees and certain services that you had on the platform. What you did is you're changing now the certain services and features on the platform. Okay. And you're doing it, which is fine. You can do that, but you can't do it to the people that have bought your token. And you Bitcoin tokens, BMEX tokens do not entitle you to any equity governance, or we're not asking for that. Agreed. That's not. We just want you to honor what you promoted to us. That's all we want. If you don't do that, BMEX, then it's a rug pull. That is why Bitmex is a shit coin instead of a Shinola coin. If you want to not be a shit coin, then you need to honor the agreement. You need to honor what you promised to purchasers and stakers, which was the published fees which you gave us, and now you taking that away from them, and that is well, it's a scam. It is a fraud. All right. BMEX tokens are not being offered to U.S. persons and are not available in the United States. Sanctions jurisdictions or other jurisdictions may be specified by Bitmex from time to time. Okay, so that's it. Anything else? That's it. All right. So again, here we are. We've gone through this. I'm so glad you got on, Hurley, because this it's important to go through this. Is there anything
Yeah, I
else?
just actually researched the burning schedule. I did send you a link there if you
Oh,
check that
yeah.
out.
Okay, let's see if we can get the burning schedule.
So they did actually do some burns.
Okay. All right.
So far.
We'll put it up. Well, this is not going to go away, and like I say, we're not doing this in a mean-spirited way at all. We just we want some answers. We think the correct solution is that Bitmex honor their obligation. They need to honor what they. I don't know. See if that's it. Okay. I don't know. Put it on and I'll ask. Because I didn't see. I looked at it before. Put it on. Share it with Hurley. Is that it, Hurley?
Yeah. So if you scroll down.
Just go down. Okay. All right.
Yeah, just a bit up.
Oh, token. Okay. Now this is the new. Now I don't know if they changed it, but this is the new rate. So they might have changed this too. Okay. Okay. Token burning. I doubt if they changed it to create a continuous utility ecosystem for BMEX holders. BMEX intends to burn BMEX every month. The amount of BMEX eligible for buying and burning are 4% of the net fee from derivative markets. I say these are eligible, but I'm not saying that they will. 8% of the net fees from spot markets, 50% of net fees from Bitmex token trading pairs. BMEX, okay. I don't think there's not very many trading pairs on BMEX. Is there any trading pairs? Net fees are defined as collateral taker fees, maker fees, maker rebate, affiliate referrals, promotional discounts, payment processor, and third-party costs associated with. No. For the time being, the maximum number of tokens eligible for buying and burning is capped at 500,000 Bitmex per month. We will consider raising this cap in the future. Okay. Fees will be end of the month. Fine. Okay. So have any of these have they burned any of them? That's the question.
Yeah, so that's the burn history there.
They have burned some.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
they are
there are the
burning them?
dates.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I'm good. I'm glad that they are burning them. And what was the total issue? 4 million or 40 million? What was, I can't remember the,
Well, in 2022 they burned 46,000, and in 2023 they burned almost 2.1 million.
so they have burned 92 million total. And what was the initial offering?
No, I think that's the total supply.
That's the total supply. Oh, okay.
Market cap on burn date. Okay.
Amount burned.
Right. Market cap, we're gonna market cap on burn date. Okay.
Yeah, so market cap is probably circulating supply multiplied by the price.
Okay. All right. All right. And they show the price. So they can show, you can see the average price here back here. And when they first promoted it, it was selling it, they show 44 cents USD. That was the low end. It was, well, that's for the whole year. That's probably right, about 44 cents. From its peak, it has declined, like it was at 97 cents at its peak. That was in January 2023. So, all right. So there is the burn rate. And so they are burning, and that's good. That's good. I ought to get on chat. Maybe we can get them on. Find them to get on here through the chat. Okay, how do I get out of this again, Ed? Stop screen, sir. Okay. And how do I go to here? The article. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Well, it'll be interesting to see, you know, hopefully they will address this. I mean, I'm putting the pressure on because I'm a big believer in Bitmex. I want them to succeed and not fail. And this is a big fail. It really is, because if they do this, then okay, uh, they can do the same thing again. People that are buying their tokens, they can change, but the problem is they can change it either way. And so again, the issue here is if they hadn't created this token, they wouldn't have the problem. The problem is they created this token. And now
Mhm.
that they have the token, you got to live with it. But you got to make, lemonade out of lemons. And I think that can be done, but the only way that can be done is you're going to have to honor the commitments that you made in the past. You just can't pull the rug from all your supporters because, well, we don't like this rate structure anymore. We're going to change it. We're going to change it for everybody. Well, I think you can certainly change it, but I'm not sure that you can change it for those who purchased it under the idea of your other promotions. I think that we purchased it under the old rates, and we're entitled to those rates. And they definitely did not have the problem when they had a universal rate. When they first started, didn't matter what size you were or anything. It was 0.075 for a taker and a negative 0.25 for a maker. And so even a small trader, if they learned how to make a market, they can actually get paid for trading. And I had learned to do that. And so I bought their token with that understanding. Now they've destroyed that feature, and it's just I feel very let down. I feel like they broke their promise. They're going to argue, well, terms, we can change things anytime you want, and that's not the argument. I agree, you can change your rates, but can you change it for those people who purchased your token with the understanding that these were their rates? You can't just pull the rug out from under them. It'd be like I was studying a little bit more about this. American Airlines offered for $250,000, you could buy a lifetime ticket. You fly any, yeah. And for another 150,000, you could buy a second one for your partner. And eventually, and it turned, and a lot of people, I like Mark Cuban bought it, other people bought it, and it was a great deal, you know, if you flew a lot. And American Airlines, they finally got out of it by declaring bankruptcy. Now, they also got out of it because it was being misused by some people. When they bought the tickets, it was supposed to be used just for you and one other person that had to be an identified person. Apparently, there were instances where, you know, they get on a plane and they say, "Hey, anybody else here want a free ticket?" No, that doesn't work that way. And so if that was true, that never got litigated. They went bankrupt and just dishonored the whole thing. So I mean, this is the whole thing: is if Bitmex wants to grow, if they want to be what we want them to be, then they need to honor their commitment. They need to say, "Hey, you know what? We sold you these rates with these BMEX tokens, and you staked them, and we're not going to change those rates." You know, now they might argue we have a right to do so. I think that's a legal issue. I don't want to go there because, you know, but the right thing to do is to honor those rates. That's it. And once they have established that, and now they've really, you know, added value to their token. And they're not going to lose people like me. I mean, if they don't honor the rate, they're going to lose me as a supporter. There's no way I will ever recommend BitMEX again. Because it's a rug pull. And if it's not a rug pull, then Arthur Hayes, you know, BitMEX Research, you know, get on here, show us how it's not. Write an article that counteracts my article, you know. Either that, say, hey, you know what, we screwed up here. This is not right, and our dev team doesn't understand why it's not right. And Arthur Hayes needs to step in and says, you know, guys, and he's done that in the past. I know that's for a fact because there are a number of times the exchange screwed up early on, and they made good on everybody that got hit. And so that has always been the fundamental strength of Bitcoin. And so I'm not Bitcoin, of BitMEX. And so I'm encouraging you, Arthur Hayes. And incidentally, if you see the picture, let me go to get off of here. How do I close this? Stop sharing?
Share.
Oh, I'm not sharing now? Oh, okay. So guys, right behind me, you see Saifedean is right there in the middle, and you see Tyler Jenks here. Up here in the corner, right up here, there's Arthur Hayes. Okay, and here's the other Bitcoin 4 right here. You're our heroes, guys. We're not here. We want the BMEX token to prosper. We want Bitmex to prosper. And what you're doing now is not going to help you at all. It's going to set you back, and it could destroy you. I mean, it really could. And so we don't want that to happen. And it's not. If I take the loss, I'll take the loss. You know, I got 100,000 Bitmex. It's worth over $10,000 now. Maybe because I'm doing this, it could go to zero. That's not the issue here. The issue is simply how do you make these? How do you turn these shitty shitcoins into Shinola? And it can be done, but you have to put a lot of thought into it. And you don't do what legally you can get by with. You need to do what is right. And what is right here is you promoted this token and you promoted purchasing the token, and you promoted staking the token, and with one rate fee, and now you've changed it, which is fine if you change it, but that needs to be applied for the new purchasers and new clients, not to those who purchase and stake your token under a different set of rules. Again, this is the problem you have when you have tied your rate structure to your token, and that is this is you're now, you know, seeing the consequence. and there is a way to deal with it. And again, hopefully you'll see the light. Again, how do I share this? Here, screen share. Okay. This one. This one. Okay. Share. Okay. So it all centers around this article. And again, here we are. And I was going to just do it. Maybe I'm not going to do this. I thought I was hoping to get a better response than this, but maybe what we'll do is we'll do this again tomorrow. We'll just come on every day and keep discussing this until we get answers. Again, I've been promised an answer. I've been promised a response. And yeah, let's see if we got any new notifications. No, I don't see anything new. Okay. All right. Yes, that's another case that this is really fits in with the discussion that's going on over the Michael Saylor controversy, because he said some things I think he kind of regrets. But he doesn't really believe in the free markets. He kind of exposes he's really a crony capitalist. He believes in capitalism, but he wants the capitalism to favor him and favor his elite little group that has special privileges. Whereas, and that's why the three greatest swindles, it's not, I mean, FTX was a terrible thing that happened, but it's Pikers pale in comparison to the swindle of inflation, the swindle of entitlements, and the swindle of regulation. And those three swindles are the greatest swindles of all time, and they're all implemented by governments. And basically, Michael Saylor believes in regulation and doesn't think that it's a swindle. Whereas in every instance, you know, show me a piece of regulation that doesn't favor one side, you know, some special interest. And so they always are. And so this is what I consider the free market solution to these kind of problems. This is a legitimate problem that came up. This is why I wrote the article. This is how you correct it through a free market. You need to have free speech. You need to have a free press, and you need to have a free market. We are free to leave Bitmex. I don't want to leave Bitmex. I just want them to live up to their agreement. You know, they apparently right now have a legal dispute. They're saying, well, we can change the rates and we can apply them retroactively. Well, I think that's very questionable. And I think that while it may be legal, is it wise? I don't think it's wise. You're going to hurt yourself terribly. You can't be promoting your token and selling your token and have people stake your token and then pull the rug out from under them. And please, if you're not doing this, if you don't think you are, then please explain why you're not. It's very simple. It's not hard to get on here and do it. And if it is a rug pull, just say, yeah, we made a mistake and we're not going to do that. We're different. We're not a shit. BMEX is not a shit coin. Let's make this statement loud and clear. Here's what I want. Let's make BitMEX great again. Let's see. No, I want to, here we go. This is what I want. Okay. Hey, Crypto Haze. Hey, BitMEX research. Hey, BitMEX. I'm still waiting for you to explain why your fee change for old customers who purchase and stake your token based on past promotions is not a rug pull. Please restore these rates you promised us. Stop hiding behind the terms of service. And together, let's make BitMEX great again. Okay. It's quite easy. And the fact that you refuse to answer this, I think is just making my point. And so I made so many scripts in my life, but the only way that you fix those screw-ups is, first of all, you admit when you're wrong. You say, yeah, we screwed up here, and you know what? We're going to fix it, and we're not going to do it again. Here's how it works. You bought these tokens and you staked with us, and we're not going to pull the rug from under you. That's that simple. So guys, if you like this message, tweet it on, send it on to Crypto Haze, particularly send it on to Bitmex Research, send it to Bitmex. Have them, we'll do it again, the same show again tomorrow about 1 o'clock. And
See if they join.
yeah.
Stop sharing.
And so we'll see you again tomorrow. And again, we're working on some other things too. I want to do a 24-hour 24/7 thing on Bitmex, on Bitcoin, but hey, this is important. I need to get through this thing here. Stop sharing. All right. Okay. All right. So this is we're going to get on this, and we'll do this every day till we get some answers. Again, I think it's very important, because if you, again, I believe in Bitcoin. I understand why it is a standard, but I also do understand that you can have utility tokens, but you can't have a utility token. You can't have a utility token that is tied to your fee structure, and then you pull the rug out from under those who purchased it based on another fee structure. If you're going to have a token and you're going to tie your fee structure to it, then your terms of service, unless you're going to scam people, cannot apply to those who have believed and trusted and executed your written promises. And this is the issue, Bitmex. This is the issue, Arthur Hayes. This is the issue, Bitmex Research. And guys, you just did a great piece on Michael Saylor, or your Bitcoin research. Don't tell me you don't know this issue. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And I would love to see you do a research and be the ones that come out and say, hey, why Bitmex, why BMEX is not a shitcoin? And the choice is yours. You follow through with this, you're a shitcoin. You honor your agreement, and you just turned your shitcoin into Shinola. And this is what I want to see. I love you guys. You're great innovators. I'm not your enemy. I'm your supporter. I'm talking to you heart to heart, man to man. You need to fix this thing and honor your agreements. That's the key to your future success. If you follow through with this, I fear that you've just destroyed a wonderful platform and a wonderful exchange. So we'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully, Arthur Hayes, you're invited. Come on here. Let's talk. You know, 1-to-1, man to man. You know what? Tell me where I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, hey, fine. But I don't think I am, and I think you know I'm not. So hopefully you'll get on here tomorrow, and we'll have more followers get on here until this thing's resolved. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye-bye.